guys, my name is Sylvia. I am the owner of Sylvia VA Online Biz, a virtual assistant services. I specialize in social media management and social media visual content creation. And today I want to show you a few quick steps that you can implement today to help with creating beautiful social media graphics for your platforms. And for this particular reason, for this particular example, I've chosen an Instagram post. So I've got an empty template for an Instagram post from CANVA. The size for these ones is just standard 180 by 180 pixels. So we are going to create a social media post for a quote, something that we will design from scratch. So the way I like to start my post is with a text that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to copy paste the text that I wanted for this one, which is a quote by Joyce Cheng, which says, "The sooner you believe you are extraordinary, the sooner others will follow." Now, I always like to make sure that the picture I'm using for the post goes along with the text, so they, both together, they send the message that I want my audience to be exposed to. So I'm going to think about a child, something, that is dreaming of playing with a toy that wants to become something, something extraordinary. And because my target audience is female entrepreneurs, I'm going to look for a girl, like a little girl that is playing with something that she wants to become. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to go into photos, and I'm just going to type in here child imagining, for example, which is what I've done previously. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to find a picture of, a little girl dreaming of becoming something. And I think for this, so this would be a good one, but I don't think the look of it goes with my Instagram field, so I'm going to try and look further. And this is the one that I've actually looked before, and I think goes really well. So I'm just going to click and drag it in here. So this is a little girl playing with a paper airplane, which can suggest she wants to become a pilot, which is not very often found. Female pilots are very rare. So this is a nice goal that she can be dreaming up. If she believes, she's extraordinary, she can actually do it. So I think it goes really well with my message. The first thing I want to do now is create a space where I'm going to put my text, because as you can see, the text is literally on top of her face, which is not ideal. I'm just going to double click the picture, drag the picture on the side, and create a space here where I am actually going to place my text. So I've got my text. Now all I have to do is just make it fit within the area that I am going to use, and that's already looking a lot better. Next thing I want to do is actually take out the author from a quote, because I want that to be in a different text that I can change the font and the size of it. So I'm just going to duplicate the text and replace it with my author. Here we go. That's done. Next thing you want to do is change the font. So you want to have at least, well, not at least, maximum 2 or 3 different fonts within a post. So for this one, this is Luthier, which has been the default one, but I'm going to change the text to the one that is with my brand, which is Quicksand. That looks good, but it's too thick for me, so I'm going to unbold it. You have to select the whole text. There we go. Unbold it. I'm going to leave the author with this font, just because they are different fonts, but they go well together. So just adjust the size slightly, and then that's it. We can see that both the background and the text are dark, so I'm going to change the color of the text to white, make it pop up. Now the next thing we can do to help the viewer, draw the attention to the text, there's a few things that we can do. So one of them is to blur the text, the picture in the background. So you just click the picture and then you go to adjust and blur the picture. So you see, the more you blur it, the more the text will pop out. Obviously, you don't want to blur everything in the background so people don't actually see it, because then, you might as well just have a blank image. But you want to blur it so that the text, pops out and get, but you can still see the picture in the background. That's what I want to do. So that's one of the options. Maybe 4 or 5 would actually go here. That's one of the options that you can do. The next thing you can do is play with the filters. So if you go into filters and then just choose a filter that goes with your overall look on Instagram, for example, but will also help you keep the text a little bit popping up. So you see Kali, for example, you can work with this, do a few more adjustments, and you can work with it. But if you go with Afterglow, they are both dark, so that's not really an option. Maybe if we change the text to actually dark. But again, I don't think that's a good combination. So no, we're not going to use that for here. If the filter that you're usually going for is Afterglow, then just find a different picture with a different background, basically. So for me, I go with selfie for this kind of questions or quotes, images, and so on. So I just go with selfie. Once you select the filter, you will notice that your blurriness has disappeared. So if you're going to adjust, your blur is back to 0, just because each filter has their own different adjustments within this whole range. So obviously, if you want to go with this filter, but you still want it blurred, just go back into here and blur it slightly. But I think I'll be fine with it without giving it a blur. So I've got my picture here. The next thing you can do to kind of, again, help your text pop out is adjust the transparency of the picture. So once you go a little bit lower, that's the field that I'm always, that's the field that I've got on my Instagram feed. So I'm going to go with that. Next thing I maybe want to do is add some sort of an element here so I can see the text better. So I'm going to go into elements, choose a triangle, just because that's kind of the shape of the space where my text is. And if you like bold colors and that's the colors of your brand, you can just leave it like so and it looks great already. But for me, I have more soft colors, so I am going to, let's try and do the transparency of this one. Yeah, but I'm going to go with dark, with black actually, just because you can see it so much better. But I just adjust the transparency. You just want the element to be slightly darker than the background, like so. And I don't even want it so much. Maybe like so, something like that. Okay. Because I don't want it to come too much down here on the side. So I think that's good. Next thing that I really like to do is actually change a little bit the fonts within here and the colors, just to kind of pop out the things that I like the word that I want people to actually emphasize. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this triangle first of all, because otherwise I won't be able to do nothing with the text. And then I'm going to cut this text into different text boxes, which I will use then to customize different fonts. I hope that makes sense. So here we go. So I want the leaf to be a different color. So maybe we can do a red and a bold. Yeah. And then others. I want others to be bold and to be a different color. I want these words to pop out. And even more so, extraordinary and follow, I want these ones to be a different font. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this text into, I think, 4 different text boxes. So let's see. The sooner you believe you are, I will say you are extraordinary. Here we go. We're going to cut this one. We're going to duplicate it and change the layer to change the text of this one. You are extraordinary. The sooner others will. This will be a different one. Okay. And I need to cut the little quotation mark because it's not the end of the quote. Okay. So the sooner you believe you are, and I need to have my text here. extraordinary, the sooner others will follow. And I want follow to be a different box as well. Here we go. Okay. So once you've got your text in your element, I actually want to take it a little step further, and I want to change a little bit the fonts and put different accents on different words that I want to put out. So I'm going to get this text and basically cut it in 4 different text boxes that I can adjust them independently. So I'm going to go with the sooner you believe you are extraordinary. I want to be in a different box. So here we go. And then the rest will be out. And then I want the next bit, the sooner others will, and I want follow to be in a different box. So I'm just duplicating and replacing with the text that I want. Like so. So now I've got my, well, we're going to leave it off his, we're going to do it later, but this is what I wanted to show you. So the sooner you believe you are, I want this on the one line, and then extraordinary, I want it to be a different font, which is why I put it as a different text box. And then again, the sooner you will, others will, and then follow will be a different text as well. So main thing is just kind of, main thing to remember is just kind of keep a little bit of a balance. So, you know, if you're using 2 fonts in this text, make sure they are both the same size and the same 2 fonts. Like, don't go with more than 2 fonts within one phrase. So we're going to change extraordinary font to daily script. That's one of my favorites. There we go. And follow will be the same font. So I've got 2 fonts, the exact same size, 32.8, 32.8, and the other 2 are Pixel 32.8. Okay. Now I'm going to play with the size of this one because I want it to be a little bit popping out more. So, like so. So this one is now 49. So let's go with 50, a round number. Then I can also use the same for this one. You need to kind of, you know, keep the same balance within. So I've got both of them for 50. There, like so. I can see already the quotation mark is in place daily script, so you do need to have the same one coming here at the beginning. So I'm just going to delete this one and then create a new text box, literally just for that little quotation mark, which I'm going to place at the beginning of the text. So it will be something like so. And then you've got the quotation mark, this one and this one, which kind of begins and ends the text in the same way. Now, quickly just aligning them all on the side nicely. And the next thing that I actually want to do is put some shadows on these text. And in order to do that in Canva, you just click on, you do basically two text layers if you like, and you overlay them. I'm just going to double this one, change the color of it, and then try to put them overlaid, like so. Now you can see, like you can actually, you know, if you want to make it bigger, all you have to do is just use your arrows left and right and move the top layer as much or as little as you want. If you need to, just increase the size of the project so you can, you know, see better how much you want them to overlay or so. So I think that's quite okay. I'm going to do the same with follow. So I'm just going to double it, duplicate it, change the color into red, and then just position it to follow the same kind of shadow. So that's what I can do with the mouse, and then I'm just going to adjust it with my arrows. Like so. Okay, going back into, sorry, overall mode. That's what I've done before. So I think I'm good with this. So you've got your, two words that you want to kind of pop out, and maybe want to believe to be bolded and red because it goes with the message, something like so. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Maybe do others as well. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. So the sooner you believe you are, I think it's a bit too much going on. So I will leave this as a white like it was. But I do like the sooner you believe you are extraordinary, the sooner others will follow. Like so. And there we go. And then you've got your author over here, which can be slightly down, like so. And next thing that I will do is just insert now my branding elements, which is a frame usually. So I will just copy paste it from a previous project. I've got my frame, and then I've got some sort of just some elements that I put together, and I use in pretty much all my projects, just kind of help people recognize my graphics, I guess, which is why you should always use, some sort of branding in all your social media to help people recognize your brand easily. So I think that's it. And the last thing I will do is just quickly add my logo in, maybe here like so. And you're done. Here we go. That's your overall picture. I think it looks good. And yeah, you've got yourself a nice branded image with a text that pops up, and branding element that people will recognize once they see your post within the millions of other posts when scrolling down. So I hope this. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tips and tricks on how to use Canva to create quick and easy social media graphic designs. And I'll also be posting more about Gmail, Trello, and any other free software that a small business owner would use in their day-to-day business. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.